Okay. You know what I need? Files.
You were missing something.
Indeed, thank you. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Johnson, file number 23-00241 SD. Counsel appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Deborah Martinez on behalf of defendant Christopher Johnson, who's on Zoom today, joining us from the Ingham County Jail.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson, you can hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Today was the date and the time set for a pretrial of one count of operating while intoxicated. Ms. Martinez, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, today my client will be entering a plea of guilt to a reduced charge of operating while impaired. It should be noted that this incident was part of, but inadvertently got separated from felony file 23-34 FH in front of Judge Jamo, which has already been sentenced, but we'll be entering a plea of impaired today to this charge.
What was the plea before Jamo?
Your Honor, on this same date, my client was charged with 2 counts of assault with intent to commit great bodily harm by strangulation, domestic violence, and unlawful imprisonment. The plea bargain in that case was that if my client pled to 1 count of the assault causing great bodily harm by strangulation and the domestic violence, that the other charges would be dismissed and this charge pending in 54A would be reduced to an impaired driving.
Okay, sounds good. And what was his sentence on that matter?
His sentencing date was March 8th, 2023. And I'm hoping we might be able to do an immediate sentence today because he was sentenced to 93 days in the Ingham County Jail with credit for 3 days by Judge Jamo. And then he is only going to be released to attend the TRICAP program in Saginaw, which is a residential substance abuse and domestic violence counseling center where they stay overnight. So he'll be also receiving substance abuse counseling as part of his dual enrollment in that program.
Very good. Sounds good. Okay, and Mr. Johnson, you want to enter a plea today to the reduced charge of impaired, or I should say it's a added count 2 of impaired driving?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Johnson, you have the following rights that you would need to give up in order to accept this offer. You have the right to a trial, and you have the right to the presumption of innocence at trial. So you're innocent until the prosecution can prove you guilty. You have the right at a jury trial to have the prosecution bring forth sufficient evidence to prove each element of the charge that they're bringing against you. They have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. You're willing to waive those rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're also going to give up your right to cross-examine any of the witnesses that they intended to call. You're going to give up the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you believe would put forth a defense to this charge. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You give up your right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you as well. You want to waive that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being made to you in exchange for you waiving your rights?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and other than the matter before Judge Jamo, do you have anything else that's pending, or are you on probation or parole for anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report in a future job application?
Yes, ma'am.
And a guilty plea can also result in a conviction that may have impact on any immigration or travel status that you may be seeking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you entering a plea because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, as to the added count 2 of operating while impaired, which under MCL 257.6253A is punishable with a maximum penalty of 93 days in jail and or $300 in fines and or 360 hours of community service. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty, ma'am.
May I have a factual basis, please?
Yes, Mr. Johnson, on the date of August 7th, 2022, were you at the location of Vernon and Parkway Drive in the city of Lansing, Ingham County?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, were you driving a blue Ford Fusion?
Yes, ma'am.
And had you celebrated your birthday prior to that and consumed some alcoholic beverages?
Yes, ma'am.
And did consuming those alcoholic beverages cause you to be impaired while you were driving to the point of where your vehicle left the road?
Yes, ma'am.
And as a result of that, the police had contact with you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And a blood draw was done and the results were 0.110. Would you agree to that?
Yes, ma'am.
And that road where you were driving, that was a highway or other place open to the public to drive before you went off the road?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any questions from the prosecution?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Mr. Johnson, wave your hand, please.
The light just went off, but I'm waving it.
Yeah, it's motion censored, so you gotta move to make it come back on, is what I was
There we
told.
go.
There you go. Thank you. Okay. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. I have no problem with moving to immediate sentencing, and I don't think any further allocution is needed unless you wanted to add anything additional at this time, counsel.
Only that, Your Honor, we did submit, once he was sentenced by Judge Jamo, a stip and order with the prosecutor to revoke bond. So hopefully Mr. Johnson can get credit from this court back to Friday, March 10th for extra credit. So 11 days to date, plus the night he spent in jail. So 12 days credit on this already.
Sounds good. I'll sentence him to 93 days Ingham County Jail with credit for time served.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The bond from, I'll note here for purposes of the clerk's office that the bond set on the 9th was revoked, so that he'll get credit from that date time. I'll also note, just for the purposes of the jail, that he can obviously be released in accordance with the sentence under the file 23-34 before Judge Jamo.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor, so much.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing, okay. Well, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you, Mr. Johnson. You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Clifton Johnson. Okay. Mr. Carter, you're representing Mr. Clifton Johnson?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Clifton Lloyd Johnson, file number 23-00495. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
May it please the court, David B. Carter Jr. on behalf of Clifton Johnson, who is present through the Zoom app.
Thank you. Today was the date that was reset. I think it was because he was supposed to look into court-appointed counsel. Mr. Carter, were you appointed or retained on this?
I've been retained, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Okay, so how are we proceeding at this time?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd ask for another date. I filed my appearance the same day I was retained, which was back on the 14th. And as of this date, I still have received no discovery.
I don't see that we have that appearance on our file yet.
Okay, the prosecutor is not seeing where they received an appearance. Our records reflect that we received it on the 15th, so
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Now. We do.
I have documentation that it was sent.
he sees it now. He does have it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
April 3rd, 10:30. April 3rd work for you at 10:30?
I will be in St. John's at 11 o'clock on a sentencing. I can do it in the afternoon.
1:30? April 3rd at 1:30.
Thank you.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record today?
None on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
None for the defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set for today, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is Jalen Mitchell? Who's representing Perkins? On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Parish Perkins, file number 23-00775 SM. Counsel appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, Paris Perkins, who's appearing separately by video.
Can you hear us, Mr. Perkins? Can you unmute, please? You have to unmute your device. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, today was the date Mr. Perkins set for a pretrial on a charge of domestic violence. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
All right, this time we'll be leaving it set for final pretrial and jury trial. There's no offer place in the record this time.
Thank you.
Final pretrial, April 17th, 8 AM. Jury trial, April 24th.
Final pretrial will be April 17th at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. Jury trial, it will be April 24th, also in person in the court at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, sir?
Yes.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No.
Okay, counsel, any additional matters today?
Nothing on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
And nothing for defense, thank you.
You're all set, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
17th and 24th.
Thank you.
Look at her.
Sometimes it ruins my system, sometimes I don't.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jason McCombs, file number 22-01643. Mr. McCombs, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. McCombs, today's the date that was set for an arraignment on a probation violation. I have here request and summons for a probation violation, and it's alleging that you violated the terms of your probation by failing to enroll in random drug testing at Adam, which was ordered by this court as part of your probation back in October 2022. So you have the right to have a contested hearing. You have the right to be represented by counsel at that hearing. If you're found to be in violation of your probation status, you can be sentenced to a term of jail time. You could have your probation status extended. You could have it revoked. You can have a fine and a cost assessed, or you can have additional sanctions such as a scram tether or other supervision added. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you want to request a court-appointed attorney to represent you in this?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf of this violation, and we will set it for a probation violation hearing, and we'll get you in a private meeting room with the public defender, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Be April 3rd at 1:30.
April 3rd at 1:30 will be your hearing, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. April 3rd at 1:30.
Yes, do you have any questions today?
Not at this time, Your Honor. When would I meet with the public defender would be my only question.
Right now, I'm gonna add you to the meeting room with him, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jalen Mitchell, file number 19-02770. Can you hear me, Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Mitchell, today's the date and time set for an arraignment on probation violations. I have multiple violation requests here. It says here on February 3rd, 2023, there was a requested summons for probation violation. It alleges that you failed to enroll or submit to random testing at EverHealth, that you failed to enroll or complete anger management at Cognitive Consultants, and that you failed to provide proof of completion of the victim impact panel. And that you committed the following non-technical violation, which is that you failed to report to probation violation monthly. You failed to report in the month of December 2022 and January 2023. And then it looks like on February 14th, 2023, a new violation was requested. It stated that you failed actually stated that you tested positive at EverHealth back on February 4th, 2023 for THC, alcohol, and cocaine with a amount of 5,715.16 nanograms per milliliter ETS, 1,978.6 nanograms per milliliter ETS, and 149.686 nanogram per milliliter of carboxy, THC, and cocaine, cannabinoid. And so you have the right in these matters or these alleged violations to have a contested hearing. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at the contested hearing, and you can make a request to have court-appointed counsel appointed for that purpose. If you're found to be in violation of your probation status as alleged, your probation can be revoked and you can be sentenced to a term of jail time. Your probation can be extended, or you can have additional sanctions such as fine or additional oversight in programming or other substance abuse related treatment order. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you requesting court-appointed counsel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, and we'll note that you are requesting court-appointed counsel. And you are in custody on another matter, that's correct?
I'm not in custody because of that. I had bonded out for that, but I'm just on bond. I'm on hold for this situation with you.
He's not being held or anything else?
No, he's not being held or anything else. They dismissed those allegations. So yeah, this is the only thing, which is why we moved it up.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a date for your probation violation hearing. April 3rd at 1:30. April 3rd at 1:30.
Okay.
Your bond is 500 personal recognizance. You need to make sure you come back for your hearing, okay?
Okay, so that means my probation hold is lifted.
Yeah, you were remanded, it looks like, by the magistrate on this file. Because you had been in warrant status for some time, and then I'm not sure why you still have a hold. But nonetheless, we wanted to see you last week, but you were in circuit court at the same time. God bless you. So we reset you, but you no longer have a hold. I'm noting that here in this file. You can continue with your probation and you need to report to court on April 3rd at 1:30, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
No problem. Before you leave here today, I'll make sure you meet with the public defender. Are you representing him on something else?
No, I'm not, but I will talk to him. I'm ready to go on Mason Watkins, and if Mr. Lee doesn't come back, I can go and break out.
Very good. Okay. Hang tight and we'll get you in the private meeting room with the public defender in just a moment, okay, Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. We're off the record. We're on the record now on the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Mason Wayne Watkins, file number 23-00304. Council appearance.
Ryan Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Mason Watkins, who is appearing separately by video.
Mr. Lee, I'm gonna put Mr. Mitchell in the room with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Okay, Mr. Watkins, today was the date set for a pretrial for malicious destruction of property. We need your fingerprints, sir.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I get there this week.
I'll note that in the file that you're gonna come and get fingerprinted this week. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Yeah, there's no, set for.
Yeah. I believe you, Judge, we're gonna set this for a plea. There was an offer of MDOP less than 200. Set it for a plea so that I can get restitution from that judge.
April 3rd at 10 a.m. 10 o'clock in the morning will be your plea date, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Don't forget to take care of your fingerprints before then.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing on behalf of the people. Thank you.
And none for defense, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, sir. Mr. Rosenbaum. Did you contact the public defender's office?
They actually emailed me like an hour after I left court last week. And it looks like I have to get 3 quotes from other lawyers or try and become a lawyer myself.
What's your plan?
I'll can look around, see if I can afford one, get quotes, back to the office, see where it goes from there.
Can I have a new date?
The April 3rd at 1:30.
April 3rd at 1:30. We'll get you a copy of your notice to appear, okay? Thank you.
Your Honor, before you leave the bench, Osama Ibada failed to appear for a final pretrial this morning. I called him, I was using the wrong phone number. It seems I just mistyped it. So I contacted him this afternoon. He says he thought it was tomorrow morning. I've talked to the prosecutor. We would like if he would recall the bench warrant only because we've had 2 final pretrials on it already. The victim has appeared both times. We're ready to proceed to a jury trial and having him appear for a bench warrant and getting a final pretrial and jury. We would both agree that this trial. You have the file number. Okay.
Ms. Alvarez was the victim one, the one, the PA 53 that John and I had with Pedro, and I forget the